Hi everyone, welcome back to the second part of the video where I'm going to quickly show you how to create your classrooms. So if you go back to your portal and sign in, if you're not already logged on, and again just go to your My Site. So we've got some easy buttons for you here, just to make it nice and simple to add new features. So if you click on the Create Class site, this will get you started, and that will bring you to your wizard. So here if you put in a title for your classroom, so if we put English 10, now you have the options of what you want added to your classroom. So if you click Home, it will create a classroom with all these features in it. Assignments, where you can set homework for students, co-author documents and also set grades. Your shared documents, where you can upload Word documents, Excel, PowerPoint, bring in files from your Google Drive and everything like that, and also share this with students. Your student list, where you can see everyone participating in your class. A blog for your students. A media gallery if you've got some images you'd want to upload, if you've done maybe an experiment in the class. Your own personal blog. A discussion board where you can post questions and students can comment and interact with each other. And portfolios. Now not everyone will have the portfolio set up, so if it is something you think you'd be interested in, just contact your IT department and we can work with them to set that all up for you. So next. Now this will bring you to your access. Here you have the option of making it public anonymous, which just means that anyone who you give the URL to, for example parents, they can log on. They can't comment, but they can see everything in the classroom like announcements, events and assignments that have been set. And then to add students, you just click on the Add button. Here you can type in your students' usernames, groups or email addresses. You can copy a list if you have one in Excel into here. But for now, in the bottom right hand corner, if you just go to the address book, here you can add people in individually. So I don't know, if I add Alistair and Alison in. Okay. Now those two students will be able to see everything that's posted in the classroom and comment and participate in the classroom. And to remove students, you just hover over the green tick, and then if you click that, you can just remove them. Now here you have the option of inviting in different teachers. This just means that if you're away, if you have maternity leave or you're on holiday, it gives them permission to take over the classroom and go in and mark any assignments or set assignments or anything that needs to be done. So if you click on Next, this brings you to the theme. Here you have the option of setting your own picture just to make it more personalised. You can set your own colour, so if we pick blue for this classroom, and then create. This will take a couple of minutes to create the classroom. For now, just to save a little bit of time, I'm going to go on one that I've already created. So, Rowan Simon's Classroom Biology 10. This will bring you to the home page of your classroom. You'll have special announcements, new features, image links, news and announcements. You can add your Facebook on, which is a great new feature we've added in, but I'll show you how to do that shortly. And an events calendar. And at the top here, you'll have the assignments, the student list, the portfolios, the gallery, Bizarre Biology, which is Rowan Simon's personal blog, a discussion board, and your shared documents. Now, just quickly before I go through all this, I'm going to show you how to add or remove features from your classroom. So if you go to the settings and site features, this will bring you to the wizard that you used to first create the classroom. So you can just untick anything that you don't want anymore. So for example, if you don't want the student blogs, if you don't want the discussion, and then you can just click update and that will make the following changes for you. To create a special announcement, you can just click onto them. You can give your announcement a title. And here we've put in some default images just to notify the students what the announcements are about. So we have information, alerts, warnings, snow days, animals, which we put in because we had a couple of school districts that were struggling with cougars, hot weather and transport. So for now I'm just going to keep the blue eye for information. So a summary and the details and then the expiration date. So if it's just for today, you can have that ending tomorrow. So if you click save, it will just come in a banner here with the rest of them. And when the students log in, that will pop up onto their site so they can see the special announcement. You can also add images to your site. Here we have new features, which just slides along. If we add in a new feature for today, again, it's the easy buttons. Choose your file. You can put a title, display on and expire by. So if we want that ending tomorrow. You can have a caption which all your students will be able to read. And you can put a link in which can open to a new window. So then if you just save that, it'll be added to your new features, and we'll just slide along to the image there. So next on the right we have image links. And as you can see, you can have pictures with your links, or you can just have block colours. So to add a new link, you just put the title, the URL, and if you want an image with that link, you can just attach a file, and that will show up in the attachments, and it will look like that once it's uploaded. You can also set the order of where you want it to be, and the colour, so as you can see we've picked green for biology. So further down you'll have the news and announcements. Here you can have a title, an image, and some information. So if I just show you how to add one, you can put your title in, your body. To insert an image, you can just press Insert, Picture, from Computer, from Address, or from SharePoint. So it just gives you a couple of options where to bring your images in from, and the expiration date. And then once you've created that, that'll just come underneath here with your other announcements. We also have an events calendar, which will come up in a list, or if you view the calendar, it'll come up in a grid view. And to create a new event, you can just put the title, the location, if it's in the school hall, or if you're going on a school trip, you can say where you're going to, the start and the end time, a description about what it is you're doing, categories, and you can say whether it's an all-day event or a recurring event. Now, one of the great new additions is that you can feed in your Facebook and your Twitter. So I'm just going to show you how to do this now by adding in an app onto your classroom. If you click the edit button at the top right hand corner, and as you can see it gives you the options to add an app. Now you can choose where you want it on the classroom. For this instance we're going for the second column on the right, and if you click on Scholantis, now here you have your Facebook and your Twitter. So we've already got Facebook on here, so I'm going to add in the Twitter. Now if you just type in your username, so I'm going to add Scholantis in here, but you can just put your own Twitter account on here, and then hit the save button. Now as you can see, it's just feeding in my tweets. And if you also want to change the amount of tweets that are shown on here, you can edit the app. So if you go to slide settings, and there it is, minimum items or maximum items. So if I put 5 in here, there's only going to be 5 that show up. I can have 10, or just as many as you'd like, and then hit the apply button. Okay, so now I'm just going to take you through the other features of the site. You have the assignments, which I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about in the next part of the video. But just a brief overview, you can set assignments here. You can see who started the assignments in drafts, who's turned it in, who's been assessed, and you can also copy assignments into different classrooms or classrooms that you've shared. But again, I'll go through all this in the next part of the video in more detail. You have your student list, which just shows you all the students participating in your class. Here you can access their blogs, their portfolios, their OneDrives, and students can also see each other's blogs, which is really great. We have portfolios. Again, I'll go through this in the later part of the video, but you can click on which student you'd like to view, and it'll look something like this. So later I'm just going to show you how to add documents, how to co-author documents, how to upload videos, and really make the best use out of your online portfolios. So next we have the gallery. Here, if you have any pictures you want to upload, any albums for the students or parents to see, you can just add an album, add in whichever pictures you'd like. You can delete the albums if you don't want them anymore, and you can just give them a quick title. And then that'll turn up here in your photo albums. So Rowan Simon also has his own blog called Bizarre Biology. This is similar to your personal site where you can set the theme. You have different options here and how you want them to look at the top, which will just save automatically for you. You can have a little profile at the side if you want your image in here and a little bit about yourself. And as you can see, he's created his first post, and there's a comment button at the bottom if students would like to start a discussion or anything like that. And to create a new post, you can just click the easy button, have your post, your body. You can upload images or documents, and you can copy from your OneDrive, your shared docs, your media gallery, and your Google Drive. So this is great because it just gives you a lot of options of where you can bring things in from and what you want to add to your blog. You can also give this URL to the parents, which means they can come in and read your blog as well. So the discussion board here, where you can post questions and students can start their own discussions. So as you can see, Rowan Simons posted a couple of questions. Which of the following scientists do you think made the greatest contribution to the study of cell biology and why? And then Alistair's come in and said, "Sir, you forgot to put in the scientist." So as you can see, Rowan Simon's not doing too well here, but you can see the idea of what kind of discussions you can have and how you can get the students interacting in your classroom. So lastly are the shared document. This is a great place to share all your documents, especially now that there's the new Office Online features with improved Word tools, because it means you can work inside the browser without having to download the software onto your tablets or computers or mobiles, and it means you can have multiple editors like in the Google Docs. So here you can create a new document right in the browser. You can have a Word, an Excel, a PowerPoint or a OneNote. So for example, notes. And then you can have all your notes in here, and students can come in and edit this document in the browser as well. So this just saves automatically for you. So as you can see, that'll just be saved here for you. And all the students will now be able to see this as well. You can also drag and drop files. So if you have, for example, a Word document on your browser, you can just bring it in. So I hope that's helped you creating your online classrooms. In the next 2 videos, I'm going to go through assignments and portfolios in more detail, so make sure you stay on to watch those. Thanks, guys!